Welcome to Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, work together with Christ to spread the gospel, nothing but God's power, which can save the spiritual lives of Indians, Americans, British, German, Russian, and the Asians throughout the globe. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India, loves to serve and accommodate struck up foreigners in India without taking a single penny. Call us for more details to the number 7386005545.
Jesus is at heart. Welcome back to Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming. How are you all? Hope you are all doing fine, and we are doing good by the grace of God and by the love of Christ, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Today I was at your screens with a new dimensional God's message, and the title of the message is Jesus at heart. It's not young at heart. See, nowadays we came to know about all these things that those people are young at heart. We see some people and we feel that they are very old at age, but their hearts, their feelings, their activities, their talkings are like young people. So we call them as young at heart. So when we try to talk with those type of people, they tell that yes, we are young at heart because we don't take any tensions, we don't take any pressures in our lives, in our daily routines. That's why we are young at heart. So with that comments, we came to know that if we are not taking any tensions, if we are not taking any pressures, and if you are not getting any angry aggressiveness in your daily activities, then you are super cool, and everybody call you as young at heart. Is that right? So today I was talking about Jesus at heart, not young at heart. In young at heart, you don't take any pressures, you don't take any hardships, you don't take any troubles, you don't take any sorrows. But if you have Jesus at your heart, you take troubles, you take pressures, you take problems, you take difficulties, but still you feel young, but still you feel young at your activities, young at your feelings, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So there is a drastic difference between young at heart and Jesus at heart. At young at heart, you don't take any tensions, you feel relaxed, you feel very peaceful, and you feel very secured. But while you accept Jesus Christ, with all those tribulations at your head, with all your pressures at your head, even though whatever bombshell dropped beside you, you are young at. Otherwise, if you are love at heart, because you feel that Jesus will be with you at all times. So if you feel that whatever problem it may come, you accept it, you face it, you don't run away from the problems, you don't run away from all those hardcore ships, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So young at heart, Jesus at heart. Why we are relating Jesus with heart? Why we are relating young with heart. Heart is the main functionality, main organ in our body. Without heart functionality, no body organ will function. So we have to protect our heart mentally, otherwise in physically, because if you feel tensed in your brain, that will affect your heart. So whatever you think, whatever you feel, that will indirectly or directly impact the functionality of heart. So that's why people, otherwise that's why I comparing, otherwise connecting Jesus with Christ. So why heart is very important in our human body, and why heart is important in our spiritual thoughts also. Heart is very important in our spiritual process also. Heart is very important in our faithful lives also. Heart is very important in our Christian lives also. Heart plays major role in our faith and believerships, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And if you can see what is going on about heart in Bible, you go to Proverbs 17th chapter 22nd verse. Proverbs 17th chapter 22nd verse. A cheerful heart is good medicine. A cheerful heart is good medicine. We will be coming across so many people with a lot of age difference, like people are living till date like 80 years, 90 years, 94 years. If you try to talk with them, what is the reason behind their long life, otherwise what is the reason behind their well health, means they will tell that we work hard and we don't take any pressures, we don't take any tensions. That's why we are having this much of a lifespan. So if our heart is happy, we have healthy body and we have healthy spiritual life. A cheerful heart is good medicine. So in our spiritual lives also, we need a medicine called cheerful heart. I'm not talking about heart. I'm not talking about unhealthy heart, otherwise healthy heart, or simply heart. But I'm talking about a cheerful heart. How heart will be cheerful? That means how your heart will be happy. Otherwise, how your heart and mind will be pleasant, so that your heart will work as a medicine in your spiritual developments, in your faithful developments, and in your physical developments, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. In the same Proverbs, if you can see 15th chapter 30th verse, a cheerful look brings joy to the heart. A cheerful look brings joy to the heart. So if you want a cheerful heart, as a medicine to your spiritual development, as a medicine for your physical development, you need to have a cheerful eyes. What is meant by cheerful eyes? What is meant by cheerful eyes? That means whatever you see, that will sense you, otherwise that will give you a happiness. Whatever you see, that will give you a pleasantness. Whatever you see, that will give you a satisfaction. So nowadays, what we are seeing, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, what we are seeing in the world, otherwise what we are seeing in our Facebooks, otherwise what we are seeing in our YouTubes, what we are seeing in WhatsApps, is it really what we are seeing is really worth for our spiritual developments, otherwise our personal developments? There are a lot more programs, there are a lot more series, there are a lot more episodes going on, in that we see people suffering, and with those sufferings we feel somewhat happy. Somebody is feeling painful, somebody is feeling suffering, and by seeing that we feel happy. God is not talking about those looks, otherwise God is not talking about those views, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Whatever you do, that directly impact your spiritual life. Whatever you see, that directly impact your life. Eyes are the main mediators between your body and the worldly life, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So be very aware, otherwise be very careful while you're watching something. In our 21st century, working is becoming less and viewing is becoming more. And we see in YouTubes, we see in Facebook, so those people are performing and we feel happy. Now in Tokyo, Olympics are going on, and we see that so many our players are bagging their medals in weightlifting, powerlifting and archery, something like that. And we feel very happy as like we got that prize. But those people are hardworking and they got their benefit. But why you are happy for that? Why I am telling you is, we are becoming lifelong viewers, but we are not becoming lifelong achievers. Only few are achieving and most of the people are seeing them, that's all. In the world, 99% are viewers and only 1% are performers. And where are you now? Are you still in viewers column itself? Otherwise, you wanted to become performer. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, if you want your heart to be cheerful, your looks plays a major role, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Whatever you are seeing, that will impact you directly in your spiritual lives and in your personal lives. When will our heart feels joyful? When will our hearts feels joyful? Biblically, if you see in Bible, if you go to Proverbs, 3rd chapter, 5th and 6th verse. Proverbs, 3rd chapter, 5th and 6th verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He shall direct your paths. So when will your heart will be cheerful? Otherwise, when will your heart will be joyful? Means the direct answer is here in the verse. Trust plays a major role in keeping your heart joyful. Trust plays a major role in keeping your heart peaceful, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. But in our daily lives, in our daily businesses, in our daily jobs, we feel very tensed and we feel very backward when something is happening against you. And we try to do whatever it may be to surpass, otherwise to achieve something. And that means you are depending on yourself, but you are not depending upon God, Christ. But Christ here is telling you do whatever you do, but for the results you trust God. That may be negative for you, that may be positive for you. Don't bother about it, don't care about it, but trust God. If some results came in a negative way, that is for your good itself. So you have to think and you have to see those events in a perspective that will be good for your biblical, spiritual and personal life, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church member. Trusting plays a major role in having a joyful heart. A joyful heart will act as a medicine for your body. A joyful heart will act as a medicine for your spiritual healing, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Nowadays everybody is talking about healing. But God is telling you in which healing you are looking for. for which healing you are running, for which healing you are supporting so many people, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church member. If your heart is clean, if your heart is pleasant, if your heart is with Christ, that itself, your heart itself works as a best medicine for your spiritual healing, for your personal healing, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. As in Proverbs 3rd chapter 5th and 6th verse telling, trust in Lord with your all heart. With your all heart, no doubts at all, no confusions at all, no discussions at all, no arguments at all. Just trust Him and try your best and trust Him, and everything will be yours, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. Our heart feels joyful when our eyes feel happy. So if you see, when is our eyes will be happy? We see when is our heart will be happy. Now we will see when is our eyes will be happy. If you go to Psalms, same Psalms, 16th chapter, 8th verse. I keep my eyes always on Lord, with Him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. We just learn how to keep our heart joyful. Now we are talking about how to keep our eyes happy. And in this verse, God is telling that keep my eyes, I keep my eyes always on Lord. Always on Lord. That means in our day-to-day life, morning to afternoon, afternoon to evening, evening to night, so many incidents will occur. So many situations will occur. That may be bad, some are good, some are disgusting, some are confusing, some are very pathetic. But whatever situation it may be, are you remembering Christ in you? Are you remembering Jesus in your all situations? Keeping eyes on Jesus means remembering Jesus in all your situations. That may be bad, that may be happy, that may be festive, that may be sorrowful situation. Are you remembering Christ, Jesus Christ, in your day-to-day incidents or events, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members? God is not talking about if something is happening to you that will affect your heart. No. Whatever will happen to you, don't bother about it, but keep eyes on me. That means keep remembering me. I was here. I was here. Just remember me, and your eyes will be pleasant. And if your eyes will be happy, your heart will be cheerful. And if your heart will be cheerful, you have a healthy spiritual life. You have a healthy physical life, and that heart will act as a best medicine to you, to your family, to your ministry, to your denomination, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So we are talking about eyes, we are talking about heart, and heart acts as a medicine, and medicine will heal you, medicine will protect you, medicine will survive you. So what is this medicine which heart gives to you? Heart cannot be fully a medicine, but heart is giving some medicine to secure you, otherwise develop you. So what is the medicine heart and eyes are giving to your spiritual lives, otherwise to your personal lives? And if you see that medicine, you have to compare that medicine as Jesus Christ. The medicine is nothing but Jesus Christ. And if you see how Jesus Christ is becoming a medicine to you, why is there no healing for the wounds of my people? The prophet is asking about, otherwise prophet is prophesying, otherwise prophet is inquiring about Gilead's situation, the location situation. And the location, if you see in a spiritual way, the area, otherwise the place which the prophet is talking about, they don't have Jesus Christ in their lives. That means they don't have the medicine of cheerful heart. They don't have the medicine of happy eyes. They don't have the medicine of healthy spiritual beings, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. That's why the prophet is telling, is there no medicine in Gilead? That means don't you have Jesus in your family? Don't you have Jesus in your institution? Don't you have Jesus in your business? Don't you have Jesus in your location? He was asking. And he was telling, is there no physician there? And don't you have Jesus as a physician, doctor in your personal problems? Don't you have Jesus as a doctor in your worldly problems? Otherwise, don't you have Jesus as a doctor in your business tensions? He was asking like that. Why is there no healing for the wounds of my people? And he was telling, you people don't have Jesus in your lives, and you people don't have Jesus medicine, that is gospel, in your spiritual lives. That's why your wounds are not healing. That means wounds here means problems. You may have wounds in your personal lives. You may have wounds in your family lives. You may have wounds in your business. That means you have a lot more problems. You have a lot more sorrows. You have a lot more tensions in your life. If you have tensions, if you have problems in your life, and people don't call you young at heart, as we are talking in the starting. So if you want to be young at heart, accept Jesus into your heart, so that whatever problem you have in your family, in your life, you still keep on with your young at heart concept, young at heart attitude, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. As the prophet is telling, don't you have the medicine in your life? That means, don't you have gospel in your life? And don't you have Jesus in your life? That's why, that is the reason you don't have gospel in your life, you don't have Jesus in your life. That's why your problems were not solving. If you have gospel, that means having gospel means, that doesn't mean that hearing gospel means that heals your life. No, hearing cannot heal your life. You have to implement, you have to practically install the gospel in your personal lives, so that your mechanism, that means your eyes will be happy. With that happy eyes mechanism, your heart will become cheerful. With that happy heart, cheerful heart mechanism, God as a medicine treats you and heals you in all your endeavors, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So instead of trying, struggling, running and going behind for the name young at heart personality, just go for Jesus at heart personality, so that God will make you a youngster, whatever life you have, whatever age you have. Maybe you have tensions, maybe you have problems, but still Christ can make you young at heart, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. The three things you have to remember, that is, you must have a cheerful heart, and the cheerful heart will come from a happy eye. So whatever you see in this world, whatever you see in your life, that will bring happiness to your spiritual life and your personal life. That means whatever you see, that will be accepted by Christ, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. And if your heart, if your eyes are okay, then God as a gospel give you a medicine, and with that medicine you don't need to go to any other charismatic events for any healing. Just keep your eyes and heart acceptable with Christ. That's it. And the physical healing, spiritual healing, and mental healing will be yours, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. So please keep gospel in your life. That means keep your gospel working in your life, so that God will heal all of your wounds. And with that, this is Kumar signing off from Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming. I will be back tomorrow with another Christ newer dimensional message tomorrow. Until then, keep safe, keep precautious. God bless you. God bless you abundantly. Thank you.